Hello everyone, welcome back to Jacoby's Library. I am Zach the Winter Warlock, and here today we are reading yet another story from my vast collection gathered in our Skyrim Let's Play, The Adventures of Jacoby. Be sure to check that out. Today's book is a follow-up on last week's book. This is Dwemer Inquiries Volume 2, where we dig a little bit deeper into the nuanced differences in architecture, starting to dial into the animalculories and different places of pseudo-significance in dwarven life. So without further ado, Dwemer Inquiries Volume 2. Dwemer Inquiries Volume 2. The limited written record supports the perception of the Deep Elves as culturally revering the pursuits of logic and science. This stands in stark contrast to the belief system of most other mare cultures. When we imagine a society structured around such a central ideology, it seems reasonable that prolific scholars, especially in fields such as mathematics, metallurgy, or architecture, would be elevated to social status like that of clergy in a more mystically inclined culture. The idea is supported by a fragment of Dwemer's text recovered from a colony in Skyrim, Birkingthand, which I believe to be associated with the clan Rorken. The original Dwemeris and my translation follow. To raise granted cousin Kulek of privilege with duties for family home building, Hogan Kultura tradition to Father Mundus Shaper. Some scholars interpret this as evidence of Dwemer worship of Mundus, but I do not agree. My translation of this passage suggests that a respected Dwemer by the name of Kulek was promoted to a civic position, probably tonal architect. The latter half of the fragment suggests that Kulek's position requires him to build in a specific style. The term Hogan Kultura has thus far eluded me, but I believe it may be the name of such a style. It's possible there were several styles, differing in their construction principles and typical structures. One earmark of what I believe was the prevalent Dwemer style among northern clans was a feature I call the deep venue. Deep venues are often characterized as being made up of one or more expansive natural caverns in which several other structures will occur. Structures within the venue may be carved from the stone itself or freely erected upon the cavern floor. The largest and most impressive venues, such as that found in Bethardam's, may even feature roads wide enough for 10 large men to walk shoulder-meet shoulder along it. Arcanexes are typically smaller structures. Very few have been properly studied before disruption by grave robbers or greedy adventurers, but those few undisturbed sites have contained a surprising collection of magical objects, such as soul gems, alchemical concoctions, and magical texts. Some scholars take these as evidence that the Dwemer did in fact dabble in the magical arts. Based on what we know of their culture, as well as the fact that most Arcanexes are minor structures compared to other common fixtures, I would suggest that these were centers of study and nothing more. Perhaps the dwarves established these halls as a means to study men and mare, who surely seemed as alien to them as the Dwemer seemed to us today. Great animalculatories can be found in many dwarven strongholds. These were the factories where the centurions and various other constructs were built. I have hoped to study these chambers for clues as to the means by which these mysterious automata are given life, but those same guardians make these especially difficult and dangerous areas to explore.